Hello, welcome back to Mind the Gap, where we teach business skills, social skills, and life skills. It's been a while. We've been away for a while, but it's great to be back.
It is good to be back, sitting beside you and facing our audience. But it's been a long time, and a lot of things have happened in that period.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
We've gone through a pandemic.
Yes.
We've gone through the cost of living crisis in the UK. We've had a few prime ministers.
Yes, like London buses, 3 in
come at once.
In 1 month.
Yes, but here we are, and we're just back, and it's great to be back.
It is, and we have a lot of topics to be discussing as we proceed to the future. But first, what have you been up to in the period that we've been away? It would be nice to know.
Oh yes, well, we had the pandemic, and it was sit at home, and it's been, for me, it was a good opportunity to think, to reflect, and not have to go anywhere or do anything, to reevaluate a lot of things. So I do a lot of things. I bake. I like to bake.
Okay.
I'm into fashion. So there are many things I like, and I've spent a fair bit of time baking this time.
I see, baking.
Yes.
What have you been baking?
Oh, it's my favorite banana cake.
Banana cake?
Yes.
So how does it taste? Is it the best cake, or
It's banana-y.
Should we ask the audience to request for some banana cake?
Well, let's see.
Okay, so banana cake. Is that the only cake that you bake, or do you have?
Well, I do other cakes. I do carrot cake, and I just do the regular sponge. But banana cake is certainly my favorite.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I have been writing.
Okay.
I've written a few poems, which is lovely, and one of these days I will share some with the audience.
Okay.
I've also been doing a bit of farming.
Okay.
Yes, I've done some carrots, actually.
Okay.
Planted carrots, and we've used them for our Sunday roast.
Yeah.
I did some rearings of chickens.
Okay.
But I'll tell us the story about the chicken. That's for another episode.
Oh, another day, okay.
I've done a few things in the period I've been away as well.
Okay, so we've done all sorts of things, and we want to ask you, our audience, what have you been doing? What have you been up to in the time? I know many of us have had more time in our hands during the pandemic, and as life gets back to normal, we're all trying to recalibrate and just get to our normal lives. But have you been able to think over the past 2 years, have you been able to add any skills to your hat?
One of the things I didn't tell you is that I've also been learning French.
Okay.
And I've been doing it on Duolingo, which I would recommend to anyone. I'm not plugging for Duolingo. I've not been paid for it, but it's been absolutely fantastic. So learning French, and now I think I'm raring to go for a French holiday, actually.
All right. So this is interesting because my family chose to learn French, and I said I didn't want to because I felt I already had a fair grasp of the French language. Now I regret it. It's been about 7 months that you've been learning.
Yes, absolutely.
And I look back and think, if only I'd done this in 7 months, I would be at a higher level. So I want to encourage us. Is there something you're thinking of doing? Please don't take for granted the skills you have already. Maybe you have a basic knowledge of something, or you've tried your hands at a craft. Go for it. Put the time in. In a year, you'll be amazed how far you've come.
Okay, so as we proceed to the future with the exciting topics that we have for you, we want you to think about the things that you can learn. Life is moving so fast, and what you learn can be really useful. You don't want to regret not starting something.
Absolutely.
So please do go for it, and we are very sure that some of the topics coming along you will find extremely interesting. So watch out for this space.
Absolutely. Watch out. We'd love to see you again. Can I say welcome back? And thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.